We are dancing early for the show. It's going to be a crazy one. Another kicker amplifier dyno. But today we're going to be dynoing the WXA Warhorse 1000 watt 4-channel amplifier. And we're going to find out, does it do more than just 1,000 watts? What does the 1000.4 even mean? We're going to test it tonight. Enter the giveaway, kicker.com/umweekly. And come on, roll the clip, let's go, we gotta go. See you guys in 3 minutes.
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud. For hanging out. El Fuego! How are you doing, El Fuego? Love you, brother. Thank you for hanging out. I'm sure there's a few guys running a Warhorse. Thing is a huge amplifier. Huge. We'll see, John. We'll see. You gotta hit the like, guys!
Living loud with Andy.
Appreciate you guys tuning in with me tonight. We are going to amp dyno power test the Warhorse 1000.4. This is a 4-channel amplifier, the biggest one that Kicker has from the Warhorse series line of amplifiers, which consists of the 1000.4 and the 3600 watt amplifier that is out right now. So we're going to test it. We're going to go over the specs, and we're going to do more than just look at it. We're going to test it. We're going to test it. Thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight. How is everybody's December going? It's already snowing out here already. The tree is up. Kayla's going crazy with Christmas stuff. We're ready to go. How is everybody doing? Jay, thank you for hanging out. How you been, man? Thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Cracker, what is up? Hello, Andy, and everyone else. Thank you for hanging out, Cracker. Awesome guy right here, just alongside Jason as well, always tuning in with the good input. He always comes with a good input.
Need input. Input.
You need it. You need the good input. 20 likes, 26 people watching, but you know what? You guys gotta kick the like, man.
Yeah, louder, munch the cookie. Also crunchy, chocolatey thunder.
Kick the like. Kick the like. Come on. Appreciate you. Shoot Dog's gonna love that one. There is Shoot Dog. Appreciate you, Shoot Dog. And we're gonna look at it. Of course we're gonna look at it. You know, I mean, what is a show without looking at it?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
You do gotta look at it. I mean, Ed Bassmaster, I mean, the name, it's so fitting. Eric, thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you tuning in. Waiting for everybody to pretty much find their seat, grab their favorite beverage and some popcorn, because this is going to be a good one. I'm excited to show this one off. I know it's not the big Warhorse. Not yet. We're getting there. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me tonight. Frank, would you look at it? You do got to look at it, Frank. You got to look at it and say, would you look at that? Just look at it. Gotcha, man. Had to. Thank you for tuning in. Shoot Dog, appreciate ya. And there is the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Yeah, we got our own roll clipper now. Thank you so much, Uncle Bobby B, for tuning in. How you been? And by the way, did you guys watch the Strangers things yet? It's awesome. It's awesome. We got a little bit of theming going on tonight. Having problem with the wife's car, but I'm listening. Thank you for tuning in, Keith PR. Hey, you know what? Thank you for hanging out, listening. That's the best thing to do, is listen to a live podcast or even a recorded podcast. Car audio, while you're working on car audio or just anything in general. That's what I do all the time. That's how I catch up on all my soap operas. It's just YouTube now. Appreciate you, Keith. Glenn McPherson, thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Appreciate you guys. Yes, he is on the personal profile. Thank you, Glenn. And this guy's won some kicker gear. By the way, do not forget to enter the giveaway at kicker.com/umweekly. And I forgot to push that through. Where is... There it is, right there. We need to push that through for the Facebookians so that they know to look at it and to enter the giveaway. Okay, that's awesome. That's up. Kelvis Cares, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Now, I want to know if anybody in the chat, I seen early on, we got 30 people in here now. Do you have a Warhorse 1000.4? What's your experience with it? And is it too much power? You know, I haven't hooked mine up yet. I will be 100% honest. I've not put it in the car. It's you know, it's a plan for next springtime when it's a little bit warmer out to throw that in there, because honestly, two KXA 400.4s are doing some work, but a 1000.4 just to have it all there and more power for each speaker is just kind of crazy. And we can go over some of the specs and features while everybody's getting their seat. Thank you, Troy, for tuning in. Best show in history of show business. Thank you, Troy, for tuning in. A lot of effort went into the show, but when do I not put effort into the show? Every other Tuesday we go full tilt boogie for you guys. So thank you, Troy, and thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the good words. Again, Ethan, thank you for hanging out with us, man. Go check out Mr. Bumpin'. If you haven't taken a look at him yet, just go take a look at him. Ethan Bumpin', appreciate you for tuning in, sir. Appreciate you. Pre-Live Wire, hello, sir. Now they're starting to funnel in. Now they're like, wait, Amp Dyno? It's Tuesday already? It's Tuesday? Yes, I am dynoing the 4-channel. Appreciate you, Kristen. We're actually got that on the other side of the studio. We got to do our housekeeping and such as we start the show and make sure everybody's here so they don't miss the actual dyno. But yes, it is over here. We got it hooked up to the SPL lab amp dyno with load resistors and the whole nine. It's a whole thing over there. But yes, absolutely, we are dynoing that tonight. Thank you, Christian, for tuning in. Too much power is better for clarity, in my opinion. You know, there's no such thing as too much power. Everyone always asks me, like I seen in the beginning there, what would you run on a 130 amp AGM or alternator and an AGM? And it's like, okay, well, you're kind of limited, but if you had as much battery as you can run so many different things. And nowadays, power is so cheap, so you do need more batteries, and you can never have too much power. You really can. It's not a bad thing. It's just, can you fit it? Appreciate you guys for hanging out. It isn't Tuesday, it's Tuesday, so it's Tuesday. It's always Tuesday. Thank you, John, for hanging out. Appreciate you. Oh, man, awesome guy there, and thank you for all that you do behind the scenes, sir. Thank you so much. Love you, buddy. Thumper, yes. City, it's sold in Aussie. Yes, yes. Kicker is all over the place, and in Australia, the 1000.4 should be over there. I would assume so. I think Electro or Dubbies in the chat, they could probably verify that for me. I am not part of international sales department. Ernie only does so much there. Love you, Ernie. Thank you for all that you do for the Kicker Unmasked show and everything else. Appreciate you, Ethan. Run it up. Yeah, guys, come on. You gotta kick the like. Come on, just kick it.
Yeah, louder, munch the cookie. Also crunchy, chocolatey thunder.
Doing well, man. Doing well, Ethan. And you know what? Just another live stream in the books. But this is an Amp Dyno. This is going to be an awesome one. So we might as well head over there. But we actually have to talk about the specs first of the 1000.4. We got to look at it first. What are we doing here? Let's take a look at it. So on the Warhorse 1000.4, this is in the manual itself. The Warhorse series are competition level amplifiers and require a large high quality 12 volt battery bank with the requisite number of alternators necessary to provide sustained power, especially if you are installing more than one amplifier for a single Warhorse 1000.4 operating at 2 ohm. Your electrical and charging system must be able to supply 200 amps of current. Make all power and ground wires as short as possible and use a 200 amp fuse within 18 inches of each alternator, battery, and distribution block. So this is not your normal 4-channel amplifier by any means. This is the big one. We can call it the big one of 4 channels. Like the original Warhorse, the big 10K, they did not make a 4-channel counterpart for it. So just to have a 4-channel that's a Warhorse is awesome, and I'm glad that they did this because it's definitely needed. Let's just go over some of the, like, you know, just the top stuff here, right? Of course, you got Fit Plus technology, so you can run 40 volts into this thing. High voltage signal going into it. That's like Kicker standard nowadays. Start-stop compatibility, and of course, you know, you got the aluminum end panels. But let's get into just the 8-gauge speaker terminals. Okay, we need it because we got this 4-channel is pretty big, right? But then also the remote turn on is also 8-gauge, which is totally overkill. But whenever it comes to electrical, overkill is not a problem. It can't be. It's when you don't do enough, then that's when it becomes a problem. But with the remote turn on, I think they were just flexing on that one. They're like, well, you might as well just use your 8-gauge for your turn on too. You're using it for all your speaker wire and subwoofer wire. Go ahead. And of course, adjustable 24 dB octave Butterworth crossover. Just Butterworth is the slope. That's the 24 dB rollover or roll off. So pretty much, you know, your average 4-channel. But what's really cool about them, they also have a band pass feature. So you can use these for either like your subwoofer, mids and highs, or you can literally have what I think it's meant for, really, that I would use it for, is you would use the band pass mode for the Street Series 7s or 9s so that they're playing only so low and only so high. And then you use the second 2 channels in the higher crossover for the tweeters. So that's just nice so that they're not playing higher information that they really just aren't really intended to do, and that's why you have the Street Series tweeters. Everything has its place. You could use the Warhorse 1000.4 as your sub amp, but why wouldn't you just grab a 3600.1? So that's that. That's the simple basics. And of course, we got to look at what's the power. What is this thing actually rated at? in the manual, it says 4 ohm, 250 watts, and then at 2 ohm, 450 watts at 2 ohm stereo. And we're going to test all that. I actually thought it was 500. You know what I mean? Simple math, you think? They got it at 450, but we're going to test it. So all in all, it says 900 by 2. So 1800 watts that this amplifier should be able to make. We're going to test it, all channels separately, all channels together. And when we look at all channels together, we're going to go over the efficiency numbers as well. Yes, yes. It's a sharper roll-off. That's pretty much what it is. Most amplifiers, you know, some have adjustable, you know, roll-off. I think that's Q factor. I don't think so, but it has something to do with it. And usually they're 12 dB. So it's like a slighter roll-off, you know, and then, you know, as you go higher, 24, 36, 48, it's sharp, just like immediately from the set point and how many octaves down, quieter it is from that. Just yes, yes. I like it. Some people say it's a little bit more cleaner when they use 24 dB for their amplifier, for their subwoofer. And I've noticed that as well, but it's system dependent, you know what I mean? The subwoofer, what the other speakers are blending in with, but it's just, there you go. So you know when you're tuning it, where to tune it at because of the set crossover slope. So, yes. 271 at 4 ohms. Christian, thank you for your comment. We're going to have to save that one. We'll see how close he gets. Thank you for tuning in, Mr. Kip. Let's see. We got to roll. We got to roll it. There it is. There he is. Thank you, Mr. Full Tilt Boogie. The 8-gauge remote terminal block is based on the competitor feedback gathered to develop the Warhorse feature set. Most big competitors use the remote line as switch power bus for other things, and I'm guilty of that as well. And I think that's like trying to, you know, like Spark Innovations, they got like this, the switcher stuff, so that you don't have to get that. So you could use your remote turn on that you're already using for your head unit or what, or you're using Spark Innovation or any kind of product that is a relay switch so that you can run everything together and just, you know, daisy chain your amplifiers together. That's why there's an in and an out on the remote of 8-gauge. So that you can have one in, one out. So it's not 2 wires jammed together. That's the last thing Kicker wants to do, is to have you have to jam 2 wires into one spot. And that's the biggest reason why, even on monoblock amplifiers, you see 4 terminals. Even though it's a mono block, right? There should only be a positive and a negative, and it's for wiring configurations. And so it looks cleaner when you run a dual voice coil to it, or just whatever you want to do. You can have options. And I like how they did that. Thank you so much, Kip. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. And there's our Aussie Dubby. Good idea. Thank you for tuning in, Dubby. He'd always be throwing the explode bucks. Thank you, Dubster, for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hopefully they're using a relay on that remote turn on, man. You know what? I was going to pull up the gut shots of it that 5-Star did on it, and it's huge. it's bigger than like most 4-channel power and ground, just, you know, just bus bars inside. It's insane. But that's exactly why, so that it can carry that current, and the amplifier's not going to have a melting point. It's not going to be the melting point. Your wiring job is going to be the melting point, if there's going to be one, not the amplifier itself. ZX Rider, appreciate you tuning in. Hello again, and thank you for hanging out with us. Hello to the chat. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head over there as fast as we can, and let's see, we're going to do the little switcheroo, but here, got something for you. Let's do the dyno. Let's get there. And it is almost dyno time. It is almost dyno time. Let's zoom in on here. Let's look at it and just take a look. All right, so of course we got the Kicker Warhorse amplifier sitting right here beside us, and we got the SPL Lab dyno hooked up. Let me know if you guys can see, if that's not too dark. Been messing with some aperture and stuff. We got it clamped right now on one channel, but all 4 channels are being tested. And let's turn this thing on. And when you turn the amplifier on, you're going to see the little readout display down there. And I tested it just because I didn't want to use their long Ethernet wire, and that's literally what it is. I used any Ethernet wire. That will work for that, which is nice. But that's the display. To go over it shortly, the display literally shows your voltage. And if you turn it on, you press this, it'll show your lowest voltage, your highest voltage of the recent turn on. So that's really nice that it shows that. And of course, if your amplifier's in protect, because of the battery voltage being too high or too low, or if the amplifier's in protect because of the power supply or the output section. And I know that was heavily pushed because of the competitors like Kip was talking about. Yeah, go enter the giveaway, guys. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see here. Okay, cool. We're good. That's working. Awesome. Let's see. Thank you for hanging out, Wade Dolbies. Appreciate you, Wade. Thank you for all that you do for Kicker Club. Love you, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. The head unit remote turn on is just used to activate the 3040 amp relay that drives the power bus circuit. Wow. That is huge. That is huge. That's a lot of current for just turn on, Kip. What are we doing here? I mean, I know everyone likes RGB. You need the lights, and the Warhorse amplifier, you can hook up all the lights you want. No, I didn't, John. I am ready to go, sir. Ready to go. Thank you for hanging out. Let's get that horse running. Thank you, John Smith, again, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Heading in here early like Uncle Bobby B, so appreciate you guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me. It sounds good over there, and let's get this going. Okay, let's do the close-in shot there. Okay, awesome. Okay, so amplifier is on. We're looking at 80 degrees. You can't really see that too well. Around 80 degrees. 80.2. You like to warm them up just a little bit. That's what you want to do. You don't want them ice cold and just boom, it's like your car, you know, get a little bit warm first. All right, so first up, what we're going to do, enter the giveaway. Kicker.com/umweekly. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yeah, look at it. Just look at it, Wade. Just look at it. All right, so again, this amplifier is rated at 250 watts at 4 ohm, and we're going to run the 4 ohm. Oh, we're over here. 4 ohm at 1% THD. Set the volume not to 42, but 43. No, 42. And all these tests are actually with the fader off. I'm only using one set of RCAs. Really cool feature with most of the Kicker amplifiers. And it's nice for this because we're just testing power. Oh yeah, I guess you could hook up a fan to that, huh, Kip? That's a lot of power. All right, let's see if we can get 250 watts. Let's do it. Moving, moving, moving. There we go. 12 watts. There we go. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of power certified. 329 watts at 4 ohm when it's rated 250 watts. And we're dropping down to 14.5 volt. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I love this. I love that display. That is so cool, and that works with any of the Warhorse amplifiers, either the 4-channel or the monoblock. Thank you, Simon, for sharing on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go to Living Loud with Andy on Facebook and share it, and you'll see your little name pop up there. I wish you did it for the personal profiles. Ask Mr. Zuckerberg why. Why, SpongeBob? Okay, so now let's do uncertified. And just a little bit of clipping, nothing too bad. Okay, we're going to do the max. That's a lot of power out of a 4-channel, and that's... That's 1 channel out of 4. That's a lot of power. Oh yeah, we're going to show efficiency weighed at the end when we clamp all 4 channels so we can just do it on the live. It's just no math needed. All right, so now what we're going to do, full tilt boogie time. We're turning it up. Let's see what we can get uncertified at 4 ohms. Almost full tilt boogie. Close enough though. See, we did 350-ish watts before. How much can we do? Whoa. Okay. 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 Wow. Nice. 434 watts. Uncertified. All channels driven at 4 ohms. That's a lot of power at 4 ohms. You're talking 1,600. That's 1,600 watts. At 4 ohms. What? That is amazing. You do gotta look at it, Frank. We're looking at it all right. Now, instead of doing a long, slow roll into it, we'll simulate a dynamic burst. I don't know if it's going to do anything more, but let's just play and pause it, see if we can bust higher than 434. No, that is it. 435. That's it. Okay, cool. And that's really awesome, where even though that we did a long burst test, the amplifier didn't sag, you know, because the power supply was getting hot, whatever. It did the same thing, and that's what's really cool. Everyone looks at the dynamic numbers. Oh, it did 6,000 when it only did 4,000 certified. Why is that? It's not always a good thing. It's nice to have dynamic headroom, but, you know, I don't do the proper testing for it. So, either way, let's do 2 ohm, where this thing is rated 450 watts. At 2 ohm, we're already doing it. At 4 ohm, again, but uncertified. But that's like the kicker thing, man. For the kicker amplifiers to do the 2 ohm rating at 4 ohm uncertified, it literally did that on the 850.4 that we just dynoed. And that amplifier's from like 2008. So kicker really hasn't changed the way they have done things. They just made things more powerful, different features, and way smaller form factor. Like this thing is tiny, man. It is what, 13, 14 inches wide. I mean, if you want to watch a video of like all the measurements, go check out 5-Star or Big D. You know, they go over all the measurements. But this thing is half the size of the ZX 850.4, and this thing does twice the power already. So that's just incredible. And we're going to go over the efficiency numbers, but we got to do the 2 ohm ratings first. So let me come over here. We're going to go to the switcheroo. It's literally called the switcheroo. Really good name, by the way, Adam and Matt. We're going to restart that and go to certified 1% THD. Thank you, Steve Irby, for tuning in and liking the stream. Love you, man. Thank you for making these awesome products, and thank you for just tuning in. That means a lot. All right, 2 ohm, 450 watts RMS it is rated for. If you don't know who Steve Irby is, go Google it. Let's see if we can do more than 450 watts. Let's zoom in here. We're already at certified. Let's set the volume 42. Oh no! Oh no, what happened? Did it crash? Something happened. Oh no! It's live, folks. Power. Okay, we want one channel. Okay. Hold on. This is easy. Make sure... Okay. Let's see, what was that? Let me make sure that this is good here. We got to recalibrate it. We're going to put this on no hold. Good thing I have this all set up. Good. Bear with me. Got any questions, drop them down below. I don't know why the SPL lab just crashed on me. I've had it running all day today, but we're going to calibrate this really fast and make sure that the voltage is right on this. That's on DC volts. That would help. AC volts. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, see, it's reading a little bit low. Still low, 10.2, 10.7. 10.5. We'll go with that. Close enough, 10.5. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now let's go and hold this to certified 2 ohm. Restart the track, volume 42. We got to zoom in. Yeah, you're telling me, John. Thank you for tuning in, Justin. Usually he's here just for the outro. He's here early. Appreciate the effort, sir. How you been? Yeah, somebody hacked the PC. I mean, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised because we hooked up a Windows 95 over here to the internet. So maybe something happened. I don't know. I literally found out. Someone threw that away yesterday. It was great. Boots up and everything. Windows 95 laptop. It's great. Okay, so we are going to... oh, yeah. I'm like, why is it? It's not going, is it? Let's reset this. Okay. 2 ohm, 450 watts. Can we do it? CAE. Thank you for tuning in, man. I need to watch more car audio YouTube. Need to catch up on my fellas. 450 watts certified. And then some. And then some. And then some. At 1.9 ohm, 531 watts certified. That's one channel out of 4. All of them are driven, by the way. So that's 2,000 watts certified. We already passed this. Certified power, 1990. I love this. I keep this right here. It's perfect. Means more than just certified power. Okay. So now what we're going to do is uncertified. How much power can we do just uncertified? So let's go to max. Steve, you just had to build the biggest 4-channel amplifier, huh? Seriously. This thing is massive. Do not connect this to just your KS speakers by themselves. You're going to need like 5 on each channel. That's a lot of power, man. Alright, let's see. Uncertified, 2 ohm, 1 channel, all channels driven. Obviously over 450 watts. Wowzers, wowzers, 638 watts. Uncertified, 6% distortion. Obviously, you don't want to distort your mids and highs, but that is a crap ton of power. 2,400 watts on that run right there, at least with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find out the efficiency numbers of this. We got to turn this clamp on over here. Appreciate you, Basshead 30. Bear with me as I hook up these other ones. And if you wanted to know how I actually did this, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is connect one set from each speaker lead. I don't know if you can see if that's too dark. Each one, they have to be going the same way, same side, so that it reads the current of all of them. Oh, sorry, focus is all off because of my head. All right, come on, over here. There you go. All right, so let's do the 4 ohm run, all channels driven. Let's switch it to 4 ohm, 4 ohm. And then we want to go this here. We want 2 channels. Okay, and this is just with 2 power supplies. We don't even have the turbo on, as AKA the higher voltage. We'll get into all that too. Thank you, Basshead 30. Appreciate you, Wade. Slamming. Oh yeah, this is a huge 4-channel amplifier. It's huge. All right. Going to do the tests over again, but all channels driven, so we don't have to do math. Who wants to do math? Plus, we want to see efficiency. We're just going to do 4 ohm certified, and then we'll just go right to 2 ohm, because I want to see the most this thing does at 2 ohm certified and uncertified. And thank you, CAE, for gifting Green Team memberships. Appreciate you, sir.
Green Team.
Yeah, yeah. Turn down for what? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
And you know what? This thing might be a difference maker for a 4-channel amplifier too, man. This thing is a powerhouse. Thank you, CAE. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for being part of the car audio community. Thank you for your support financially and physically and mentally. Appreciate you, man. Call you a friend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good luck to you this evening, sir. Appreciate you so much. So let's do it. 4 ohm certified, all channels driven. And let's look at the efficiency, make sure we're good. Okay, we're looking good. Let's send her. Wait till it gets up to some kind of wattage there. There we go. All right. Something with the clamps off. Efficiency numbers are not right. 89. I wanted to get the efficiency numbers, but the clamps off. Maybe that's why it's not calibrated. Darn it. Well, we're not going to be able to do efficiency numbers then, because that is not right. That is not right. We're going to have to do math. We're going to have to do math. Let's see here. 400 amps should be enough, right? Or we can calibrate it, but still, let's just take a look at that. Almost 1,200 watts, all 4 channels driven at 4 ohm certified. That is awesome. So what we're going to do is, see, at least you guys get to see how we do this stuff here. And we're going to turn this on no hold. And we're going to play the test tone. We're going to see the current draw. Yeah, see, we're pulling 10 amps and it's saying 6. So we need to calibrate that so that is right. Minus. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Let's just see how this is working. We're going to do a little baby run. Reset, reset. We're going to turn this up. There we go. That's looking a little more realistic there. Okay. Let's turn that down. We're going to reset that. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. So this is all 4 channels driven, 4 ohm certified. We're really looking at the efficiency numbers of the amplifier. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. 104, 100. Okay, so that's reading a little bit high. This was 104. That's saying 120. That's why I need to calibrate it better. But still 76% efficient. And I know it was a little bit off. That's why I was looking at this right here. I'm pulling this right now. 104 amps. That's saying 120. See, that's the thing with this calibration. You got to calibrate it all the way up. $104. Oh, it's not going to work because we are clipping now. We need to do max. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, I forgot to calibrate this right here and then it just died. So there's that. What are we turning down for again? Seems unconstitutional for me. I know, right? Well, we're going off the clamp. You got to calibrate these. Every single time you use them, you got to calibrate it. That's the only thing with the other one. It kind of just guesses. It guesses everything. There we go. So this is just max run, uncertified. Yeah, see, then you're going to see that efficiency drop a little bit. Full tilt boogie, 186 amps. No, we're only pulling 140. See, so the efficiency is off. Adam, you're going to have to help me with that. I don't know why that's off like that so bad. That's saying 186 amps and I'm pulling 140. So really our efficiency is way better than that 67. But either way, 1600. Sorry for the efficiency. We're not doing efficiency tonight. That is terrible. We're not doing that. I mean, you could do the math. 139 at 14.4. Let's do the math. Let's see. Calculator. That's cap cut. That's not going to do us much at all. So how you do efficiency is you do the current 140 times 14.4 equals that 2016 divided by that 1600, and that's your efficiency number. Might have to do it the other way. 2016, that's easy, remember. 1618 divided by 2016, 80% efficient. That's how you figure out efficiency numbers. So either way, I just can't do it for certified numbers because it only counts the wattage up to certified. Otherwise, our efficiency numbers are going to look like they're off. So, oh, we're transparent here. It's not calibrated correctly for the DC side of things. Either way, still 1600 watts at 4 ohm, uncertified. That is literally insane, man. Insane in the membrane. Workhorse internals, thank you for tuning in, Eddie. Appreciate you. And if you want to see the amp guts, go check out 5-Star Car Stereo. He's got gut shots at the end of that video of his. More watts in a channel, my entire setup, I know. Like, this is insane. This is realistic numbers of what you could see if you had them at like 2 ohm and you got a bunch of speakers or even subwoofers, you know, 4 ohm, box rise, whatever rise, all that fun stuff. So, oh, that's not that one. There we go. So what we're going to do next, we're going to zoom out and apologize for the efficiency numbers not working today. I will work on that. Adam, help. Now, he usually texts me after. He's like, oh, what happened? So what we're going to do, we can still do it by math here. Let's do 2 ohm certified and see what we can get. Okay. Certified, so we need volume 42, and then we need to zoom in back over here. I just like zooming out so you guys can see something other than just, you know, I mean, Warhorse is cool, but like, you know, amp dyno is kind of boring over there. But yes, 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 enter the giveaway. You guys still got some time to do so. All right, 2 ohm uncertified full tilt boogie, all channels clamped. Let's see what we can get. There we go. Rolling, 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 rolling. Wow. Okay. That's certified. That's certified. That's pretty realistic right there. We're getting the burst sheet. All channels driven, because you're gonna have differences. That's why, like, you know, us testing one channel, that's showing one channel. There can be differences because just internals and stuff, but how much of a difference, that's a thing too. I can't test that. I don't have enough AC probes. But still, collectively, we got 1990 on the certified burst sheet, 1992 on the actual results. So kudos, kicker, and I guess I calibrated that right, huh? Okay, so what we're going to do next is actual full tilt boogie. That was half boogie. Full tilt boogie, uncertified. We're just going to clip it, and we're going to see how much power this thing can do. So let's go just max, restart track, volume to the moon, Alice. Let's see what we can get. Uncertified. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, it's a lot of power, Shannon. This is a 4-channel. This is not a bass amplifier, mind you. But could you use it as one? Sure. Sure. Wow. 2,425 watts. I guess at 2,400 was pretty close, but that's still not even bad at 7%. I mean, I can deal with that a little bit, you know. For another 400 watts, that's awesome. That is amazing. This amplifier did great. Let's take a look at the temperature here. 98. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that too well because I have the ISO, or the, what you call it, off. Still 98.2 degrees. You're going to have to believe me on that one. Well, we can do this, right? I think this will work. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. I don't think it'll work. You try it. Let's see. Auto exposure. There we go. Let's see if this works. 99.3. Will this work? Come on. Nope. Still not going to work. That's dumb. Moving on. Technology fails me all the time. Alright. Let's unfocus because that is just not happy. Okay. So, 99 degrees on the outside here. 99.6. Pretty even. 98.7, 99.1. 101. 101.6. 101.4, 101.5. So, like, inside these fins is hotter than there. Inside the fins is hotter. I mean, you're getting closer to the amplifier. The amplifier sits inside these fins. These are just heat sinks. So, that's awesome. I do want to see my load resistors. 90, 89 degrees. 100 on the babies, but that's the only time the babies are really going to be getting used is on 4 channels and whenever I have everything stressed down to half ohm when we test a monoblock amplifier. So, but yeah, that is really awesome. Let's just do a little torture test because I want to. We're not going to have a hold on this thing. If this thing blows up, it blows up. Let's just do our certified volume, and we're going to let this ramp up, and obviously the power is going to fluctuate. The only thing I need to take a look at is my resistors over here so that they don't get too hot. 102. There we go. And this is live, so that power is going to go up and down just a little bit. We are just pushing 2,000 watts to this thing, clipping a little bit, 2%. 2,149, 2,150 watts to this thing. Okay, resistors are looking good. We're at 100 watts on the outside, 110, 110, 116, 116, 15. Resistors are only at 120. The resistors are getting hotter faster. I know. Oh man, if the big ones don't even care. They're at 95. They don't even care. Thank you, Kicker Car. Appreciate ya.
The drum roll. All right, open your
By the
eyes.
way, this thing is still running in the background.
You get a green team
This thing is
membership.
still running in the background.
A membership. You all get a green team membership.
This thing is still running in the background. Just checking here, we're at 130 on the resistors. The amplifier is only at 117, 126 right there. 128. Yes, this is torture test. 21, 20. So we're dropping a little bit on the wattage. I didn't even turn the turbo booster on. I mean, we can do that a little bit, so you know the voltage goes a little bit higher. Crank that up some. Oops. What happened? We might have. Let's see. Did I do something here? No, we're good. I don't know why that. Did you see that? Oh, look right there. It's going into some kind of mode. Maybe Kip could tell me what that is. As you can see, the power went down half. I would say that's the limp mode. I know some kicker amps have that. We're at 127 degrees. 127.4. See, look, it keeps going into a limp mode. But that is the protection saying, hey man, maybe you shouldn't do that. So long. Like that is, yeah, that's really hot to the touch, man. Whoa, that is hot. Holy moly. 127 though. I mean, it's not that hot. It's hot, but it ain't that hot. I'm going to knock the whole studio down. 120. Yeah, see, look, now we're down to 1100, which maybe... No, resistors are fine. We're only at 165, 168. Yeah, the resistors did not pop 174, 175. Yeah, they're still good, but that's crazy. So now it's in limp mode for sure. I know some of the amplifiers do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. We lost power. We lost power. We're still live. We lost power. Backup generator is in go. I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I 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 knew it. Oh, man. I wasn't kidding about the intro. I wasn't. Oh, my God. Okay, so we're good on power. Let's go. Oh, man. I need Kayla. I need to go hit the circuit breaker. Oh, man. Hold on. Hold on. Backup power is in go. Yeah, be right back. The power went out. We're good. I think we're good. I need to turn on some of the TVs here. Wow. Okay, so only that TV went out and the main light. We did it. Oh my goodness. What did I miss? Lisa Chris. This amplifier, look, it's red right now. It says we don't, yeah, voltage is a little high, which is another video. I gotta show you. Let's roll the clip. Roll the clip! We're gonna look at the wide operating voltage range of the Kicker Warhorse. We're gonna start at around 14.4 volts, and as we drop down to around 10.2 volts, we get a little red light on the bottom there, and that's telling us the voltage is low. And then we look at the amplifier, the green light goes out, the red protect light is the only thing that is on. You will see that red protect light with the green light from 6.6 volts up to around 10.2. And then as we go up on the voltage, up to around 16.2, then the amplifier goes into protect. But as you can see, like when we went down, as going up right around 15.1, 15.2, we get a red light on the amplifier, not saying that it's in protect, but also saying, hey, voltage is getting a little bit high, be careful, but still within that operating range of the Kicker Warhorse. So that's just really cool and awesome stuff that they got built into that amplifier, where even if you go over 16.2, it didn't blow up. I put 17 volts to that and it survived. So that's just awesome. But let's get back to the rest of the show. Had to show the operating voltage range of the Kicker Warhorse 1000.4. Talk about power protection circuitry built in, and I need more electrical. In my room. Yeah, I know I need to do my own circuit breaker there, Troy. Unfortunately, we still rent, and yeah, we're working on that house thing, you know, and there's a few other things too, but yeah, we're working on that slowly. It's that one power supply because it's connected to this room, when the other two power supplies, one's connected to Bryson's room and one is connected to the bathroom technically. So yes, we got a lot of power from 3 different places, but that continuous draw, all these monitors, this computer pulling how many watts, and about to be more gigawatts with the 5070 Ti. Yeah, we need more electrical, but the amplifier did amazing. It's a Kicker amp. They're built like a tank. And if you blow one up, you are purposely trying to do it. That thing could have kept going, but it went into a limp mode anyway. That's what they do. And then you keep pushing them, they'll just shut off because they hit high thermal stuff. So there's all that. But yes, it did amazing. It did amazing. Thank you, Alpha Wago, for tuning in from the Pacific Northwest.
That's how they do it in the Pacific Northwest.
Love you, man. Thank you for hanging out. Did you guys have fun on tonight's show? It was crazy. I knew it was going to get a little crazy with the power because I'm like, I want to do a torture test. You know, and that's the thing. If it was an amplifier from any other company, depending on the company, of course, I would not feel that confident. Like, I know, I mean, Living Loud with Andy should know, but I know that it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right, you know? And that's the cool thing about a Kicker amplifier, and that one is meant to be tortured. It's an SPL. It's not an SPL, but it's meant for the guys that are into the SPL, where they're either competing or demos with tons of walls, and just your average guy that wants a lot more than the guy just going to Best Buy, okay? So, and that's what they're meant for. Lots of power. I mean, I'm even worried to run one Warhorse on the 4 STs. Like, that is a lot of power. And even like the super tweeters on one set of channels, that's a lot of power for some super tweeters, man. Like, I could hook up like 10 speakers to that thing and just let them rip. And I think that would be a little bit more safer power handling wise. But I mean, the Street Series, they do recommend 200 to 300 for each size. So there is that, but still, man, you know, just to like that's a lot of power. That's a lot. That's a lot of power for a 4-channel. For a 4-channel amplifier. It's retarded. But it's great. It's great. Is there a comp mode on the 4-channel? Says Kicker Car, and there is no competition mode, unfortunately. The competition mode is solely meant for the sub amp, the Warhorse 3600.1. just so that you can gain match and don't have to worry about crossovers and, you know, the potentiometers happening to move from loud bass, meaning that your gain is set, everything's set in a preset. You adjust on the outside, it does nothing. It doesn't adjust your gain, doesn't adjust your crossover, doesn't adjust your bass boost, nothing. When the competition mode is on, and then of course it loosens some of the protective circuitry. I run mine in competition mode because I usually gain match amplifiers. Me, since probably 2016, I have been running 2 amplifiers in every vehicle. I like having 2 amps. I don't know, something about it. I don't strap them. I gain match them, and it just gives me more wiring configurations and obviously more power, and I just like doing it. And gain matching is always not a problem, but it's something you have to do, and with the Warhorse amplifiers in competition mode becomes a thing of the past. So that's just why they're awesome for that. But no competition mode for the 4-channel. Great question, Kicker Car. Again, thank you for the gifted Green Team memberships and your support on the show. It means a lot, man. CAE, both you guys, thank you for your contributions tonight. And thank you for just tuning in. Seriously. And let's see, I heard MBE talking about you too. Them 8s, man. Them 8s. That's all I'm going to say. Warhorse 4-channel took down his room. That's what you get for going full tilt boogie. You're telling me, man, that thing's pulling some current. That's pulling some current, meaning, you know, batteries only do so much. Those power supplies are having to work, and I only got 15 amp circuit in here, you know, and 1500 watt power supplies. So whenever the voltage gets lower, it's like, oh, I guess I gotta go to work now. And then that's when things, yep. That's when they go. But that's pulling some juice, man. That is pulling some juice for a 4-channel. I thought we just did the Warhorse, like, you know, 3600. Like, that's crazy. And that's another thing too, for me to be able to do the Warhorse 3600. I mean, I can do it, but that torture test, I like doing the torture test. And then also the 10,000, I think we need more batteries and probably upgrade or eliminate that connected to here, because it's fun and all, but man, I'm like, the power went out. Thank God we got backup generators in here. Thank you goodness. Thank you, Kip, for tuning in. Love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Kip-olicious. Let's see, that Warhorse amp did a full tilt boogie by tripping the breaker. That's it doesn't get more full tilt boogie than that, man. It just does not. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate ya. Full tilt boogie speed, says Wade. Oh man, it was full tilt boogieing. Full tilt boogie. Just visually, you see quality, even their bass knobs. I mean, that's a thing too that I was interested in competing with the Warhorse and the Solo X18, right? Obviously, just Cookie Monster. But the bass knob, like, I already have NGA's bass knob. It's amazing, wireless bass knob cap. But for accuracy and that tactile feel, and like, okay, you only have so many watts in a class, and each thing you got to be able to feel it, and like there's tactical notches, and it's a smooth roll at the same time. It's perfect for competition and for your average person. They're like, okay, well, I like it right around 5 clicks up or 5 clicks from top down. It's something about that. It's like, rather than just guessing, turning on the light, all right, where is the arrow pointing on my bass knob? Or if it's numerical, some of them have that tactile feel is nice. And that's just the potentiometer, not the actual build quality of those, because they're awesome, man. It's the same quality as that little multimeter, you know, display for the amps too. It's the same, like, metal quality, and you get what you pay for. You really do. Basshead 30, thank you for hanging out, sir. Appreciate ya. He says, kicker is king. Absolutely, sir. You can't touch these amplifiers. You just can't. You just can't. Almost returned to the dark ages. Is feeling like it, CAE. It was feeling like it. That's why, like, I got a new backup. I got 2 backup power supplies in here, and I still need to upgrade that power supply reserve It's only got 7 amp hours. That's not enough. And yeah, 24 volt, just got to put it together. But yes, yes, yes. Troy is green. Welcome to the green team, sir.
Green team.
Appreciate you so much, Troy. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Hope you are doing well, and welcome to the green team. Come a long way. Randall goes and says, them 8s have come a long way in a short time. And you know, the L7X8. I want one. I've been trying to get one, and they're in stock. And I'm like, okay, I need to get one. And then it's like Christmas kids. Okay, we got to do that first. But that is an awesome woofer, you know, just for the size. You know, me with the we'll just keep this brief because we got to do the giveaway. With the L7, just the normal Solo Barrack 8. In my dad's car when I had that in there, an oversized box, like a cube and some. It was like 1.3. It's pretty big. People were shocked. You know, it sounded like I had a legit size stereo subwoofer system, like a 12 or a not a 15, but you know, oh yeah, it's only got 15 back there. Loud output, okay? And this thing did like 38, you know, for an 8 and on low power. Actually, might have done more than that, but I don't know. Either way, it's like 39. Still, on a single 8. And to take that idea and then make it travel further with more excursion and more power handling to go with that, because you're going to need that, probably. And that's just a recipe for even more output in a small space. So the 8s definitely have their place. And, I mean, for the truck builds, underneath the seat, or even somebody that doesn't want to take up their whole back seat with 2 12s and get a lot of output out of one little driver. Of course, box is key as well. Thank you, Randall, for tuning in, sir. Excellent point. Extremo, you went all for broke tonight. Man, I did. Between the trailer and all, I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry about nothing this week. I already know what I'm doing. I'm doing the 4-channel 1000.4. No, I always have to make things difficult. But you know what? It's because this show is awesome, and it's awesome because you guys watch too. Like, I would not be this person if I didn't have anybody watching. I'd be like, all right, where'd you guys go? Anybody? Hello? Is anybody there? You guys make it. So thank you, Extremo, and thank everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. I mean that. Can't wait for a new build. Hopefully doing one soon, says Sean. Thank you, Sean, for hanging out, sir. And you know what? A new build is always the best feeling. It's like, I get the same way with like computers too. I'm like, oh, new computer. Oh, I can do this. You know, new build, new stereo system. You know, it's a feeling that, you know, I've come to just, you know, yeah, don't take it. I take it for granted now with the stereos. And just because I've been doing it for so long, but it's like when I sit back and relax, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. It's the best feeling, man. Really is. Let's see. Don't say that, Thumper. Oh no, what Thumper say? What the? You should swap to 20 amp breaker. Yeah, I don't know about this house, and that's the thing. It's like back in the day, you know, I've seen guys do it, and they would put bigger fuses in their amplifier so that it would do more power. And really, it did work, okay? But then that amplifier doesn't have kicker protection circuitry, and that fuse is like the limiting factor. And you just took that away, things become unstable very fast. Things heat up, things wear down faster, things just break. So you can get more power. And the same thing with a house. This house is very old. I don't know what size wire it is. It's probably like 12 gauge. It's not thick enough. Maybe it is. Maybe it's thinner than that. I don't know. But to put a 20 amp gauge, I know that would be kind of risque. I have been thinking about having my own, you know, just wiring into this house, but then you got to, like, you know, knock down a wall and stuff and run a bunch of wires. And we rent, unfortunately. Past almost 10 years trying to get out of here. But yeah, whenever I have my own place, 100% will be all, you know, just 220, bro. 220 inside the studio. And I'll be like, hey, Kip, Steve, Ernie, one of you guys, Where'd you guys get those power supplies? Because they got the 220 volt power supplies, and those things are like, I think 300 amps each. Like that's one of those what 3 of mine do. So yes. Let's see. Quirk video of the whole city going dark. Cute video of the whole city going dark. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need it. Thank you, Shoop Dog. All right, let's see. Super Ernie Jr., let's go. Thank you for hanging out, sir. Appreciate all you guys. You need to build a kicker power wheels for the kids. Yeah, absolutely. I've thought about it way too many times, and then I'm like, oh, we'll get to it, and then we just never do, and then we have like 6 power wheels and scooters and stuff, you know, and I feel like with everything else I already take over with car audio, it's like I kind of do leave that for the kids, but, you know, I want to do it to one of them. I really do. I got this red truck that's just screaming and it just needs a 12 in the back. It really does. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to do the Rigomatic 3000 thing, get the giveaway going, and yeah, that's it. So let's crank up the background music, just a hair for you guys there, and let's get to work. Okay, cool. So we already took down the studio almost. Let's do the giveaway before we run out of power again. That's the only thing with like breakers too. Like I see a lot of people put those in car audio systems and they're great. I run one right here, but the problem with them is they do weaken over time, and what is their accuracy, just like any fuse too, of them actually working. Yeah, too big of a fuse can be a problem if you are undersized with things. Now if you got 0 gauge going everywhere and you got a 1000 watt amp, you probably won't ever have a problem unless you have a, you know, dead short wire, just, you know, gets pinched by a door or something car accident, right? Still nice to have a fuse. 70 people entered, only 54 watching. Where are you at? No, I appreciate you guys, and you got to get the wives in there. You just do. All right. Let's see. Why does it keep saying thank you for donating? You know what? I turned that off last time, and it's back on again. And let's see here. Yeah, it's this one right here. Why is it enabled? Unenable. I just want to delete it. I'm going to delete it. Okay. Just a little bit, CA. Okay. Yo. Yeah, they break down. They get weaker over time. Exactly, Thumper. That's the thing. But I mean, everyone using their houses, it's fine. It's just we're talking about 200, 300, 400 amps of current instead of 15 or 20. But you know, it's same power, right? But still, current is it's a factor, man. Definitely is. Thumper on the wiring size, 100%. Thank you, Kicker, says El Fuego, for the giveaway and supporting the car audio community. Thank you, El Fuego, and thank you for being part of this community, a rock pillar. Thank you so much, sir. Love you, man. Okay. Awesome. You big dummy. See, Williston Audio Lab giveaway. I remember that. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, go to kicker.com. Here, I'm going to put it in here. Kicker.com/giveaway. Go enter. Just go enter. www.kicker.com/giveaway. And enter into a $2,500 sweepstake, and you get to build a $2,500 system from John Myers himself. I'm sure if you don't need the whole system, you just need an amp. Here you go. You want an amp? What do you want some earbuds too? TW2, TW3, some Bullfrog stuff. Throw it in there, right? $2,500. So that's awesome that they're doing that for you guys. And thank you, Scott Reynolds, for liking the stream on Facebook. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So, yep. Lisa Cruz. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, Jason, YouTube's gonna do that. I mean, that's a simple one. It's real basic. But yeah. Okay. Nice. Oh, well. Yeah, we gotta, yep. Yep. Bobby, come on now. Come on. Oh, man. I mean, that's probably just because he's got the Disney Plus membership, you know. They censor his account, so. Snap. Can we stack 50% off codes? Physics is telling me no. It's kind of like when you plus zeros together. 0 plus 0 doesn't really equal double zero. It could, but it's still 0. So 50% plus 50%, still 50%. I don't know. That's just what Steve's saying. I'm just, you know, pulling the information down. I'm not in charge here. Okay, cool. Let's do that and type. It's been a while. I almost spilled this. It's been a while. Whack! Right into the power supply. Whole studio's down. Done. Wouldn't be a Living Loud with Andy show for something to not go wrong. Let's see. The Living Loud with Andy banner is looking proper in the audio room. Thank you, El Fuego. And if you do want any Living Loud with Andy merchandise, of course, go to livingloud.tv. And this is actually an old banner here. He's got the new one. And it's actually this design that's right here, but it's got a cooler background to it. You can almost see it here. It looks like that. Doesn't light up. I mean, this is the mouse pad too. I don't have the charging one. There is a charging one, but this is just a light up mouse pad. It's very nice. But this is just like his banner that he has. And but it's got some really cool background blue splash or purple splash to it. Thank you, El Fuego, for bringing that up, man, and thank you for rocking it, sir. No, I don't think so, Thumper. I do not think so. that is definitely rigging if you're gonna rig it. Oh man, thank you, Kip. Appreciate you tuning in, sir. Let's see it. I see it on live stream school. Okay, so yeah, that's my thing. I have on my thing here too as well, where it will censor it out. So if somebody does something crazy, it won't show in my comments that I throw up accidentally. Thank you, John Smith Audio. Appreciate you, because we keep a PG-13 here, sir. And thank you for hanging out early and for the whole show, man. Thank you so much. Just a different beat, yes. Let's see. All right, let's type in these names here. So, last, Kicking It with Andy, Bonsai 360, got the TW1s last. Congratulations, by the way. And let's type in this week's. Nice. I'm gonna knock that over. Okay, that's why it's looking weird. Okay. Second place, we're typing in now. Ryan W. from Rock Island, Illinois. Congratulations. Last time, sir. Congratulations to the winners. A little bit. Kip. Gently use LX 3000.1. I know, I've been trying to. I mean, I fixed the kickers over here. I did fix them. There we go, the amp's on now. Oh, you know what? Is it because of that other thing's messing up? That's probably why. That's strange. No, that's something on my end here. They were flexing earlier. I don't know what happened. Probably since the power went out, something got messed up. 12.6. It's good. I just tested it before we went live. It's okay. It ain't one problem, it's another. Okay. First place last week was Glenn. Congratulations, Glenn. Never a dull moment. Okay. Got it. Now the 50% off discount code went to Mike. I wanna... Okay, there we go. Got it. Look at that. Mike, check yo, man. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you for gifting 10 green team memberships. And yeah, something's up with my kicker flexing thingy. Ah, man, it's always something.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
That's gotta be something with the speaker output of the aux of this, because that's technically how that works. Even through here, I hear it right now. It's not playing as a secondary tone through that like it should, and that's not working. So cool. But thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Thank you for gifting, but it's too late. Already pulled the winners. No, I'm just kidding. Fair, honest contest. Just a little bit of rigging. Okay, so let's do this thing. Yeah, we got him. We got him. We got him. All right. Putting out here. Love you guys. Thank you for watching so much. And this amp did great. It did great. And let's just do the giveaway. We got 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd, and 1st. 4th place is the 50% off discount code. 3rd place, TW1. 2nd place, TW2s. And 1st place is the Bullfrog 100. But first, we're going to do 3rd place, the TW1 headphones. That goes to Basshead 30 from Sault Marie, Ontario, Canada. Congratulations, Basshead 30. You won, and it's rigged. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Love you guys. And on to the next. We got the TW2 headphones. Kicker t-shirt swag pack goes to Joy D from Easley, South Carolina. Congratulations. You're going to love those headphones. I'm telling you. First place is the Bullfrog 100 kicker swag pack. Miss Shoop Dog. Congratulations. It's just a little rigged. Just a little bit. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Nope, just kidding. We got one more prize. Drum roll, please. And I don't know why my automatic things just keeps going here. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Down. Bad double E. Fourth place. 50% off discount. I mean, this... I look at it as the grand prize. You got the grand prize and then the grand prize. It costs some money, but 50% off. Kicker.com. Anything you see there, freaking awesome. Thank you, Steve and the gang, for doing this. Goes to Dean S. from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Congratulations, Dean. I will be sending you an email for that 50% off discount code. The rest, you'll get an email from Kicker themselves, a.k.a. Sandy and the team. But thank you guys so much for watching. This was an awesome show. There was just so much. It was incredible. And we even knocked out the power, too, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of foreshadowed that a little bit. But I didn't think it was going to knock out the power, you know? I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to stress test this thing. We're gonna stress test it a lot. But, yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Cornut, Troy, Uncle Bobby B, Randall. Man, we got everybody up in here. John Smith. It's okay. There's always next time. I'm always here not to win. I just love Kicker, and that's the mentality you gotta have. Thank you guys so much for looking at it and winning. You gotta look at it. Congratulations, man. Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure you tune in next Tuesday for Kicker Unmasked, and of course, the Kicker Unmasked after show with yours truly after that. Have an excellent week. Stay warm. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, and before you leave, don't forget to kick the like.
Yeah, louder, munch the cookie. Also crunchy chocolatey thunder.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip. Roll it again. Roll it again.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
check your spam filters over the next couple of weeks if you won. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, CAE, for the green team balloons. I like balloons, but I like boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats. Congratulations, Spacehead 30!
Live and laugh with Andy.
Man, this show's a lot of work, man.
Caboose. The sweet caboose powering this team from the rear. That's just a caboose chugging along every week.
But now it's time for the caboose, and there he is, just in time. And Casey had one question, and I'm gonna, boots and cats, yes. Entire purchase, one time, entire purchase. Eric actually came in first with the Canadian coins, but then CAE, oh, wait a minute, whoa, it was Cornut first. And then Kip with a $10 spot towards my electric bill. Thank you, Kip. I love you guys so much. CAE, and then Kicker Car comes in with the 10 and final. I love you guys. And we dance. It's time to dance.